All right. Hey, I actually am doing another video for tips on getting the jobs as a software dev. I'm excited to show you. I think today I'm going to go over portfolios. And so a little bit of stuff to say before we go over the portfolio. Basically, you don't have to have a portfolio. I mean, to be fair, you don't even have to have a LinkedIn page. You don't have to have a resume. You don't have to have anything. You could just talk to someone, they like you, and they hire you. That's how it works. But here's the deal. The more things that you have out there floating around in space where people can see and you can send people to look at your stuff, the better shot you have of getting a job. That's just it. So all these things that I'm telling you are things that you don't have to do. If you really don't want a LinkedIn, that's fine. I mean, do I recommend it? Oh, yes. You don't have to have a portfolio. Do I recommend it? Yes. And in worst case, you end up having a portfolio and it doesn't really do anything for your job search. Mine didn't, honestly. I like my portfolio. I spent a lot of time on it. I worked on it pretty hard and I was proud of it. I'm still proud of it. But whenever I was working on getting this job at Bestow, it wasn't my LinkedIn that did it for me. It wasn't my portfolio. I was in a React JS Dallas group, and and then the recruiter was in there, Andrea, and I reached out to her. I sent her my resume. They reached out to me. They might have looked at my GitHub, but they didn't. I doubt they went to my portfolio page, and at least I haven't heard that they have. And they didn't. My LinkedIn really. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they looked at it, I guess, but like, you know what I mean? Like it was kind of chance, but also being in that group that got me into the interview. And so anyway, but I do know people that because their portfolio is so strong, people are interested in that and they want to offer them jobs. So all that to say, you don't have to have a portfolio, you don't have to have a LinkedIn, you don't have to have a resume, you don't have to have references, you don't have to have any of that stuff. But the more things you have, the better shot you got. So anyway, without further ado, that was a lot of ado. I'm going to show you my portfolio. All right, there it is in all its glory. So I spent a lot of time learning, trying to figure out how to do this animation. Any little things that are going to make people remember you and like remember your portfolio are things you should do. Like if you have too much going on, then they're going to be like, "Oh, it was crazy. I didn't, whatever." But like just that little hint. I mean, I'll do it again. Boom. Oh, hey, we're here. Oh, okay, cool. That's interactive. As soon as you load the page, it's like, hey, and it actually, I think that's good. So up here you have this bar that you can use to navigate. You can do whatever kind of format you want. I added a little bit of a delay right here when actually it'd be cool if I did that with the colors of the text too. But anyway, I'll do that eventually, I guess. But yeah, so I put a little bit of a delay on there, and then of course it's interactive, based on where your mouse is. There's actually like zero JavaScript on this portfolio, and like I didn't use React. I just used HTML and CSS. So anyway, yeah. So here's this. Cool. So let's go to the actual portfolio. So you see how I had those kind of just pop up. So here I put. I definitely think you should have a title on every page so they kind of know what they're doing. But here I have a picture of each app. I have the title of each app. I have what skills were used or like what technologies were used, so that somebody get an idea of the things that you're doing. And then yeah, and then I have like just a short description. Now this one obviously was hard. I couldn't make it any smaller, so I just shrunk the text down a little bit. But yeah, so if you click the picture, it takes you to the app. If you click the demo, it takes you to the app. If you click code, it takes you to GitHub where the code is. Here's a README, by the way. You should always have a README. We'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, so here's the portfolio. Cool. So we'll go down to skills. So this is another thing where like, I don't know. I think you should have whatever skills you have, whatever things you've learned, just because it's helpful for people to know. Like if they're looking at your portfolio for web dev, then they want to know what you know. And so anyway, the way I did it was, yeah, you click one of these. You don't even have to click. You can just hover, and they'll pop up, and they'll tell you what they are in case you don't know for some reason. Like if you've never heard of Nest, boom. So anyway, um, yeah, cool. So there's this one. Here's the about me. I'm not gonna lie. When I made this description for the about me, I did it like just in one go, and I was like, "That's good enough." And then I put it on here, and I asked a few people, I was like, "Can you read this and tell me what you think?" And they looked at it, and they were like, "Oh, this is great, yeah." And I was like, "Oh, I fully intended to rewrite this, and I never did, and I guess it's okay. I have a job now, so it's like whatever." But yeah, so there's that. Cool. Then the last thing, definitely have a place for contact. Now you could do whatever you want for this. What I chose to do was I have my resume right here, so somebody goes straight to my resume. If somehow they got my portfolio before my resume, then now they can see my resume. You know, if they got my portfolio is on my resume, so they could go to my portfolio. Like you need to have all that stuff connected. On LinkedIn, I had my portfolio, my resume, so you could go to all those things. You see what I'm saying? Like everything needs to be connected. They need to be able to access all of your information at all of your places from one source. So you have multiple different sources that all lead to that web of your stuff. And if you do that, you'll be good. So here, this is the only place where I have my free code camp thing actually while I'm talking about having a web of your stuff. But anyway, my free code camp stuff is not very good anyway. Like I only got one certificate on there because did I ever finish? Yeah, I never finished anyway. Yeah, so I have one certificate on there. So whatever. But yeah, so you have GitHub right here. You have LinkedIn. You click the LinkedIn, obviously it takes you to the LinkedIn. Cool. This takes you to GitHub. Got my resume over here. This takes you to what you're watching now, vlog, not necessarily this vlog. Actually, let's see what it takes you to. I think it takes you to, yeah, it takes you to my career transition journey blog. I'll probably change that eventually. But anyway, yeah. And then down here it just has, some stuff that I thought I'd add. It has my email. It does not have my number, but it has my number on my resume. And so that's it. So this is my portfolio. Like I said, I spent a good while. I did one version of it that was kind of garbage trash, and then I went back and I redid a bunch of stuff. Now, let's stop share, and I'm gonna keep talking. So listen, here's the thing. A couple things. First thing is, um, when I made my portfolio, I stole different things from a bunch of different people. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Um, I can't even remember everything I took from everybody, but like I think I let them know at least, or maybe they've looked at this and they've been like, "Hey, that looks familiar. Oh, that's on my portfolio." I don't know, but I took different things. I didn't copy one portfolio. I just took a bunch of different design things from a bunch of different portfolios and put it all together on here. And you know, we're all in this together. If you want to take my portfolio and copy it exactly word for word, well, not word for word, because that wouldn't work unless you're me. But like you want to copy the format, go for it. If you want to take some things that you like from it and use it on your page, go for it. Like I want to help however I can. And most people in this field are the same way. So like, you know, um, so I think it's okay. Don't feel like you need to have this groundbreaking, like innovative, never thought of before website design. Like it's not going to happen. And if it does happen, then you probably don't need to be looking for a junior job. You probably need to be looking for like a senior level web designer job. I mean, I don't know. Um, but anyway, this is what I came up with. I took things from other people. I've always done that. Like as a band director, that's what we did. We would watch people teach, and we would take the things that worked, and we wouldn't take the things that didn't work. That's just how it works. And so, anyway, use whatever you need to use that's going to help you. Second thing is, I want to talk more about that web that I was talking about. A web of all your stuff. So you have your GitHub, you have your LinkedIn, you have your resume, you have your vlog or blog, whatever you have, if you want to have one of those. You connect them all in a way where anybody can access that whole web of stuff from one source. They get on your LinkedIn, they can get to your GitHub, they can get to your resume, they can get to your blog, they can get to your portfolio. They get your resume in from some random person. On your resume, you have your GitHub, you have your LinkedIn, you have your vlog, you have your portfolio. Okay, great. Somehow they stumble on your portfolio. They're looking for, I think there's a fighter named Jonathan Martinez. And so like they're looking, they accidentally stumble upon this. Oh, wait, I need a junior dev right now. And they find my portfolio. Well, I really wish I had his resume. Well, here it is. I really wish I could see his LinkedIn and see what he's been up to. Oh, there it is. My GitHub, my vlog, all that stuff is right here. Every single one of those sources needs to have all of your stuff on it, or a way to get to the rest of your stuff. Okay. So anyway, I can't stress that enough. And I'll probably talk about it more later. But anyway, highly important. I hope that this portfolio video helped some of y'all. If you have any questions about it, or like how I came up with stuff, or what I decided to do, I will gladly I will gladly talk to you about it. Like I always say, you can go to comment to you can comment here and like say something about it if you want. If you have a question, you can put it in there, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. If you just want to reach out, that's fine too. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can. I'm trying. Okay. All right. I had to pause the video for a second. Not to mention I was like falling all over myself. So sorry if you're like, what is this last part? I probably won't edit it out because that's me. I like to do this very informally and very just off the cuff. So here's what I was looking at. I was trying to find my first portfolio page that I did on Free Code Camp, and I found it. And so you're gonna love this. So before I show you my first one, I want to go back and show you my current one just really quick. So, okay, so here's my current portfolio, right? Look at all the colors, all the design stuff, how nice it is. Here was my first one. Oh yeah, I did this like last July. Hello, I am Jmart, aspiring software engineer. Here are a few of my projects. And that's it. This was my portfolio page. I think, yeah, and then these don't even work because the page isn't long enough. But you can go to like, I don't know, survey form. Oh yeah, here's a survey form that I did. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. I wanted to show you. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry that this is such a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it helps you if you're looking for a job. And that if you're not, if you already have a job and you have somebody else that you want to help, that that's up and coming, send this video. Like maybe they'll get something out of it. I don't know. All right. Well, thanks again for checking it out. And I hope to, well, I won't see y'all because I don't see you because you're on the other side. But anyway, I hope that you come see me again the next time I do one of these job videos or just vlog updates. All right. We'll catch you later. Bye.